Hello ladies and gents, how's it going today? Everybody, Sarge here, bringing you a Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary. I'm playing Randomizer in this, and let's get to two things. First things first, this is a rant video. I've never ever thought I'd ever do a rant video, but I'm doing a rant video. But before I get that started, I just wanted to say Happy Canada Day, because today's Canada Day for us Canadians, including myself. But without further ado, let's get this going. Now, I know even if it is Canada Day, doing a rant video isn't like the nicest thing, but this has been really bothering me since the last Team Fortress 2 update. So, yes, this is an update, no, not a rant video on Team Fortress 2 and its current state and what the heck Valve is doing with this game. So, the last update Team Fortress 2 had was back in December 22nd to be precise, and that update was the last major content update was the manpower update. That had a few weapons, but it wasn't that big. What I don't understand is why the Team Fortress 2 team and everyone who wants this game to succeed hasn't convinced Valve, or Valve hasn't worked on this game enough. Because this Team Fortress 2, after 8 fucking years, it's been at least 8 years since this game came out. Oh, no, sorry. It came out in 2007. It's 2015 now. Basically 8 years. I mean, like, there's some months, but whatever. It's still in Steam's top 5 games. The only reason it's not still arguing with Dota for place 1 is because Dota and CS:GO and the fact that GTA 5 came out for PC, and Valve has nothing to follow up for Team Fortress 2 once all those things had massive updates or came out. Like when GTA 5 came out, Team Fortress 2 didn't follow anything. When CS:GO, I don't know what happened to CS:GO actually that raised that. I'm not sure if it was like something new with ranks or whatever, but that was the case. And then Dota, the moment it became free to play, it increased its peak players a day from 20,000 to 250,000. It was just nuts. But I don't understand why Team Fortress 2, as large of a game as it is, isn't being updated on at least a bi-monthly scale. Even every 3 months, if you could update this game with something that just gives another vibe for people to start playing it again. Because I mean, it's been 6 months. It's been 6 months. The only thing big I've seen after Manpower, and I'm not sure if this was before or after, was the Taunt Workshop. I think that was before, but the map shop. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost 100% sure that was made because of the announcement Valve made for competitive matchmaking for Team Fortress 2 and how Valve wants community input. But I don't even think Valve's taken the community input. I don't even know where. I'm going back to ages, back when the Extinguisher got nerfed. Whose idea was that? Where did Valve get the idea that people wanted the Extinguisher to stop doing crits on the front instead of making crits? I mean, the usage of the Extinguisher was up there, but the moment that nerf happened, the moment that nerf hit, the Power Jack just became the new Extinguisher. No one uses the Extinguisher anymore unless they're determined to be the Pyro Spy, but they're not. I mean, I've seen more people running around with Power Jacks than I have with Extinguishers, especially the Pro Pyros. I don't see anyone using an Extinguisher anymore, and that's I almost feel like Valve is trying to make people quit TF2 so that it'll just die out eventually. But Valve, you have to understand, people want to play this game, but we can't really play this game if you don't put more stuff into it, if you don't keep it updated. Even Terraria never updates, but when, okay, not never, Terraria rarely updates, but when it does update, those updates are gigantic. They're huge. I think it's 2 days ago, Terraria had a massive update, and TF2 didn't. But when TF2 does get an update, they're not that big as they used to be. Back in the day, we had huge content updates, adding maps, adding new weapons, and balancing some other ones. It was just a genuine good time. I don't know why Valve decided to drop that decision and focus on the other games. Because CS:GO, for example, gets operations every 3 to 4 months after an operation, and an operation itself releases new maps. It gives people objectives to do so that they can receive items and stuff like that. But TF2 doesn't have that kind of thing. the biggest thing TF2 has that was even relatively close to that was the duck journal. That's, congratulations, you have a duck journal, you get a duck streak, and you get a better journal. It does absolutely nothing. There was nothing to accomplish. There was like no achievements. There was nothing. But I'm gonna go back to Map Workshop. I don't understand why Valve just doesn't take some of the maps that are already existing. Like here's a large list of some of the maps that are regularly played by the community or that people want to see become official. So we have King of the Hill Coal Plant, Control Point Croissant, Control Point Sunshine, Capture the Flag Turbine _Pro, King of the Hill Viaduct _Pro, and Control Point Warmfront. The thing is with these maps, all of these maps are used in competitive play for competitive Team Fortress 2, and I don't understand why Valve just doesn't take these maps and put them into like official gameplay. I understand that they might belong to other people, but it's for Team Fortress 2, so they technically have ownership of the map. I don't understand why they don't just, and even if they didn't, I don't understand why they don't just contact the owners and ask for permission to put those maps into Team Fortress 2 and use those 6 maps into actual competitive matchmaking that should be coming out. The thing is, even with some of these maps, Turbine Pro, for example, it has like the stairs that go up to the balcony on Turbine. It just has like a platform going up the stairs that goes into a hallway that takes you to the upper platform inside L Hall on Turbine for both sides of the map. With Viaduct Pro, it's just Viaduct, except it's a green terrain, so it looks much nicer to the eye, and it's a map that is preferred by a lot of people. Same with Warmfront. It's literally the opposite of Cold Front. Cold, warm, opposite, tomato. It just looks nicer. Like, all these maps are just some maps that could be put into a game. I mean, there are a lot of others, but Valve doesn't, I don't know why Valve doesn't just take those maps and put them into the game. As well as some of the maps they already have. Like, there are a lot of maps that already exist in the game that Valve doesn't need to make a workshop for. We have Badlands, we have Foundry, we have Freight, we have Granary, we have Gravel Pit, Gully Wash, Lakeside, Process, Snakewater, Well, and Yukon. Those are all the other maps that are used in competitive that are just not, that Valve can just take those maps and put them into, like, I don't understand why they have to make a workshop for people to make maps when they already have, like, I don't know what, like 10 to 15 maps that they could just put into the game and have the same setup. What I'm actually curious about now is how is Valve gonna make this? Is it gonna be like the same as it is in Counter-Strike Global Offensive with queue up with several people and then wait in line like something to start and then just like get in the game with 5 people and then it's just there's like one team has to do one thing, one team has to do the other thing. It's gonna be like a really long game. Maybe instead of like 30 rounds like there is in Counter-Strike, there will be like only 1 or maybe 3 at most, and it's just a 1v1 sort of thing, or no, a 5v5 sort of thing, or a 6v6 or 9v9 Highlander style, and do ulti duo. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I really hope Valve doesn't mess this up, because if Valve messes this up, then I don't know how I feel about the game, because Valve needs to make this game back to what it used to be. Like, there was an update a couple months ago. I think it was before the Manpower or a little bit after. I completely forget. But those, in that update, it said, here's a couple things Valve wants to do. They want to grow their other games, but what they want to do is they want to make TF2 like lively and fun again. That's what a goal from like some website, I don't know what website, but from some website said that Valve should plan for their games. But so far it seems it's completing all of those goals except for Team Fortress 2. Which last I checked is number 4 on their leaderboards. It might even be number 3. I'd have to check that, but it's just really disappointing how this game is such a large game for a game that's on Valve's top 4, but it isn't being updated on a regular basis. And that's something I hope Valve changes as time progresses. That's it for the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. As always, have a nice day.